Hey guys, my name is Sully, and in this video I'm going to share with you guys how many shares of stock you need to begin to make just $10 every single month. Of course, every single one of us want to get to the point of making $1,000 every single month, but it's good to always have a goal, of incremental steps to obviously work towards that big goal. I'm also going to show you guys how much you need to have invested, how many shares you need to have, the different routes you can take to having this share, and how much it's going to cost you. But let's dive straight into the video. So right here, what you can see is that we have a portfolio that has a few amount of companies, and this actually allows me to monitor all the companies, how much dividends I'm going to get paid at the end of the month, and the market price, the share price, and everything like that. So what we're going to do is just take a look at how many shares of AT&T do you need to make $10 a month. It's really that simple. So that's what we're going to begin by doing. So I'm going to input 10 here, and here we can see that the average price and everything comes in, and the annual income right now is $20. $20. So that's how much you're going to get per year when you have 10 shares of AT&T, which will cost you $296, which isn't too bad. So if we're to take this up to 30 shares will earn you $62 every single year. So we still haven't hit that mark of $30 per month. Yeah, so at 60 we can see that it's going to cost us roughly $1,800 to make this every single month. It is alright, 60 shares of AT&T, but for me, I wouldn't recommend just putting all your money into one share. That's just the only problem. You can go this route, but I wouldn't recommend it. But by the way, I'm not a financial investor, so whatever I say in this video, anything to do with finance, please be sure to do your own research first. I'm just someone on the internet that is just going through how much money you can make, and that just likes money and likes investing. So be sure to do your own research. Let's dive straight into the video. So this is one route you can take, but let's say you want to diversify it into 3 different companies. So we're going to use, let's say Pepsi, put 10 shares in here, 10 shares and another 10. So now this is 30, and this is definitely going to cost a whole lot more, because right now we can see that this is going to cost you about $3,146, and you're making only 76 per year at this point in time. This is a whole lot more expensive. Reason being is because P&G has a low dividend yield. That is probably the reason for this. So at this point, we can clearly see that this probably isn't recommended. This amount of money just to make $96 back ain't really the one. So what I would say is definitely diversify even more. You want to spread this around, so that way you can make a lot more money. You don't want to be all in the same sector, because when something goes wrong in that sector, it can really harm you, or you can make you lose a lot of money basically. So right now I'm going to show you guys my portfolio so you guys can see how much exactly you can make, because I'm making I'm almost getting to that point where I'm making about $10 a year if I'm correct, but I'm going to dive into my portfolio so you guys can actually see how diversified I am and how much money you can potentially make or invest to make that $10 per month. So right now you guys can see my portfolio. I have quite a few shares and quite a few stocks. So I have 44.6 shares at this moment in time, and that is bringing me I'm almost at that $10 per month basically. So right now I'm getting 116, and I have $2,814. So you can see that this is more expensive than the AT&T example, but it's not as expensive as just investing in 3 companies. So there is a slight difference to it. So there is actually a better way of checking this, and I'm going to use this website known as Market Beat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in how much money I'm investing every single month, my capital, and how much I started with, and just a few more details just to find out how much money I'm going to be making in about like 10 years if I continue investing £20 every single month. So my starting principal will be $1,000, and the annual contribution will be 333. Everything else has been set up. The distribution is monthly, drip yes, portfolio, not individual stocks. Dividend yield of about 3.5. Investing for about 25 years, or let's say 30 years. So let's say 30 years. So here we can see that if I continue investing this amount of money, for me to begin earning $10 per month, it will take me 6 years. 6 years before I start earning this. So it is roughly how much I have invested anyway. Roughly, it's about 400 short, but we can see that this is slightly accurate. So far we can see that having between that 30 to 40 shares is what you need to begin earning that $10 every single month. But we obviously want to increase this, and I'm going to show you guys how much exactly you need invested and how exactly you can do this to begin earning about $100 a month and $1,000 a month. I'm going to use myself as an example again. So I'm going to increase the annual contribution, simply because, of course, as I get older, I'm gonna earn more money, I'm gonna invest more money. So it's not just going to stay at $333 for my whole life. It's probably gonna increase and increase. So let's increase this to about 10K in a year, right? So if we increase this to 10,000 per year, we leave the starting capital as 1,000. Then from here, we can see a drastic difference straight away. So we begin with 35, and that goes up to $405. So roughly in 4 years, that's when we begin to earn about $400 per month, which isn't too bad. It's only taken 4 years. And even if we go further than that, then we can see in 15 years, we will begin earning $1,000 per month. Crazy. That's just 13 years. So we can see that all it takes is 14 to 15 years to begin earning $1,000 every single month. And this is with about 200,000 invested. Everything just compounding over and over again. And I did say 10K every single year. Some of you might believe this is an, crazy amount of money, but it's really not. If you live frugally and just invest 10K, that's just a small amount of how much you probably earn every single year. So 10K every single month isn't unreasonable. But we can see that another 15 years later, our money would have increased to 1,300,000 roughly. And at that point in time, we'll begin earning 10K every single year, which is ridiculous. No, 10K every single month, which is an insane amount of money. 10K every single month is crazy. Of course, there's lots of factors that goes into this. This is because, money's been invested for a very, very long time, over and over again. You wouldn't just, I'm pretty sure if you invested just 1 mil, you're not going to be getting that amount of money. But yeah, of course, with compound interest and everything that's done from a young age, that's why this is a rough idea of how much I can potentially earn. So hopefully this was easy to understand. Hopefully this actually showed you guys how much you can potentially earn every single month if you invested a certain amount of money, and how many shares you can potentially have as well to earn this amount of money. So there's different ways around it. I obviously recommend diversifying, of course. That way you're just safer. That's easy to go, put all your money into one stock just because it's cheaper and you will earn more money back. But it's always good to diversify in case the market crashes or anything along that line. But this does look like a big goal, but I would just say everyone should stick through it. Investing for 20 years shouldn't be too hard. Just keep through it. Do it every single time. Give yourself a goal and give yourself an amount that you can invest every single month consistently, no matter what happens in the world. That is what I recommend you guys to do. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here again today. Be sure to drop a like if you did find any value in the video. It really does help me. Thank you guys for being here today. Just continue to stick through, continue to invest. And if you would like to learn more about investing, learn more about saving, learn more about making money, then be sure to click one of these 2 videos down below. Thank you guys for being here today, and take care.